Dr. Ujjwala Mate. Her academic journey began with earning a bachelor's in electrical engineering with distinction from the renowned Government College of Engineering Pune in 1987. This academic excellence continued as she secured a master's degree in electrical engineering, again with distinction from COEP in 1994, achieving the first position in Pune University. Dr. Mrs. Mate served as an engineer at Mahindra Engineering and Chemical Products Limited, Chinswad in 1988. The subsequent years saw a transition to academia where she dedicated 7 years as a professor at Government Polytechnic Pune until 1995. Alongside their teaching responsibilities, she pursued and completed a doctorate from COEP in 2016. Her scholarly contributions extend to various national and international conferences, showcasing a commitment to advancing the field of electrical engineering. Dr. Ujjwala Mate stands as a respected figure in the field of electrical engineering. Dr. Mate will guide us about the various career options, advantages and disadvantages of working in the field of electrical engineering.
Myself, Dr. Ujjwala Mate. Now I am giving you some introduction about the career opportunities in the field of electrical engineering. Now the last 10 years, may say in one decade, there are some changes in the field of electrical engineering. Like the renewable energy sector is growing rapidly. The wind energy, then the solar power, biofuels, etc., fuel cells, they are emerging areas. So in case of wind energy, you will find various generators are there and there is a control system related to that. So in solar, now previously the solar cell were imported. Nowadays, now the solar cell manufacturing is also starting in our country. Then the related to solar power plant, there are various opportunities. Then similarly, in the all in this area, that is the renewable energy sector, there are lots of opportunities. That is one area we may say. Another area is electrical vehicles. So nowadays, instead of the vehicles running on the conventional fuels like petrol or diesel, they will run on electrical batteries. So the battery related research is going on, and then the related to electrical vehicle, their manufacturing related issues, then how to keep the electrical vehicle running for say 8 to 10 hours continuously with a specified speed of around 50 or 50 to 70 kilometers per hour or even more. That is a challenge. And then charging of the batteries, or the batteries should not be blasted, because there are some incidences in which the batteries are blasted. So there are very much challenges in this particular area. So these are the emerging issues in case of the electrical vehicles. Similarly, the artificial intelligence and the data science, they are also the very emerging field. You might have heard of chat GPT and all. So the artificial intelligence is also again a very vast field, very emerging field, in which one can have its career opportunities, as well as one may go into data science. So one may go in hardware engineering or the design, or one may go in the software industry as well for an electrical engineer. So one may say that electrical engineering is a power engineering, means the voltages of concern are 230 volt normally for single phase, or 400 volt for three phase systems. So normally you will see that the motors which are running on the electrical current or voltage, they are coming in this particular range. Similarly, there is the power engineering related to this field, means the generation of the power. That means typically you will find at the generation levels, that is the coal power plant or nuclear power plant, you will find that the levels of generation are in kilovolts, either 11 kilovolt or 13.2 kilovolt. And the powers are also of the order of kilowatt or even megawatt, that means 10 raised to 6 watt. So the voltages, currents, powers are in higher range in electrical engineering. Whereas in electronics engineering, the voltages or currents are very low level. That means 5 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt, 15 volts of that sort, and the currents are also in milliamps. That means 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So that is the difference, you may say, that is electronics and electrical. And then in electronics there may be electronics and communication also. That means the mobile communication or any kind of telecommunication may come in electronics engineering. Whereas in electrical engineering you will see that the related to power engineering, then the motors, then the various converters or inverters. There is also a branch power engineering which is studied in electrical, power electronics which is studied in electrical engineering, in which all the semiconductor devices applications which are there in power engineering, those are studied. Whereas the basic semiconductor devices like that MOSFETs, IGBT, etc., their characteristics, their applications, they are studied in electronics engineering. Basically, you will find that in Pune University only there is different branches, electrical engineering and electronics engineering. Whereas in IITs you will find that there is only a branch electrical engineering which combines the subjects of electrical and electronics together. Right, PCM is compulsory. If students want to avoid biology, he can take vocational. So for vocational, there are various courses available like scooter mechanic engineering or scooter mechanic course, or maybe electronics engineering or computer engineering at various colleges. So one may select any course out of these instead of biology. There are exams like MHT, CET, this is an exam for Maharashtra colleges, that is Maharashtra Common Entrance Test. CET means Common Entrance Test. So that is there for admission to engineering college in Maharashtra, regular local engineering colleges, and then depending on that rank you will get the admission. For 12th, normally 45% or 40% marks are open and category. This is the range now, but it may change from year to year. And then if one wants to take admission at NIT or IIT, then one has to give the exam like JEE. So JEE mains one has to clear for NIT, and one has to qualify in that, and then one has to qualify in JEE advance, which take place after qualifying JEE mains. So in one has to qualify JEE advance for getting admission in any of the reputed IITs, okay, Indian Institute of Technology. Now there is a limit of around 75% for 12 marks. And how one should prepare for these exam? Normally students in Pune, there are some classes which are opting from 8th standard onwards to prepare for these exams. Normally 8 to 10 one has to clear the fundamentals, and 11th and 12th actually one has to prepare for the JEE exams. So that way also it is possible, but it is also possible that you start preparing in 11th and 12th only. That option is also available, but one has to study in that particular manner. That means one has to see the back question papers of these exams, and then what is the normally the syllabus of 12th is there, and then depending on that one has to see the back question papers, and then in that stipulated time one has to practice solving that. So, doing efforts in this particular direction, focused effort, one may get through all these exams. There are various IITs, Indian Institute of Technology, such as IIT Powai, which is situated in Bombay, then IIT Delhi, Chennai. Then nowadays there are 9 different IITs which are newly opened as compared to the previous 4 IITs, including Kharagpur. So now there are various NITs also. In Maharashtra there is one NIT like Vishwesvaraya National Institute of Technology, VNIT. Then there are VNIT or rather NITs in located at various places in India. So nowadays actually in Maharashtra there are various reputed institute such as there is institute like Walchand College at Sangli, that is also a renowned institute, or Vizetia in Bombay, or COEP in Pune. So such as various institutes are there. Then in various local colleges are also there. In under Pune University there is VIT, MIT, then PVG, PICT, like that various colleges are available, and in various universities such as Shivaji University or Aurangabad University, there are various institutions which are private as well as government which are available for studying engineering course. The typical duration of the course for BTech is 4 years. But nowadays there is a national education policy which is coming into picture, and under that there is after 1 year of engineering you will get certificate. Then after 2 years one may get diploma. After 3 years one may get some BSc sort of degree. So after 4 years he will get B or BTech degree. So like that it is there. But when actually it will be come into picture on grounds, that will be coming on the website very soon. And then there is a PG course also, which is for 2 years. In that one may get ME or MTech degree for the colleges in Maharashtra or India, that is in under various universities, or IITs and NIT also offer the MTech courses, for which there is entrance exam like GATE. And then one has the opportunities MS also for post graduation studies in foreign countries. One has to decide the branch at the time of admission only. So one like whether you want mechanical, electrical, electronics, computer, all this you have to decide at the time of admission. So after admission, that means after passing first year, if it happens that your rank is too high, you apply for branch change, and then if there is a seat vacant in the your required branch, then only the branch change is possible, not otherwise. So typically the changes of branch change cases are of the order of 1 or 2% only. So typically one has to opt for it required branch at the time of admission only. And then the cutoff requirement go on changing from year to year and category to category. So actually these are published on the site of Director of Technical Education, DTE Maharashtra. So one can see the Maharashtra whatever is the allocation on that. Previous year list also is available and the current year list also is available. So one may guess depending on the previous year list that what could be the chances or probability that one may get in the required branch the admission. The other fields of engineering are civil, mechanical, electronics, then the computer, IT, etc. So in civil engineering one has to construct houses or bridges or roads, etc. And then the various materials which are required for that one has to study. Then in mechanical engineering there are various physical properties of a particular element, you may say, that is the temperature, pressure, then the force applied on it, then what is the behavior of it after applying the force, and then the various manufacturing industries, they will come under the mechanical engineering typically. In electrical engineering, typically the concepts are absurd. The various motors will come under that category. So one has to imagine what is the magnetic field, how it is created, then how the electric current produces the magnetic field, that is how the voltage or the current. Actually one cannot see the voltage or see the current, but one can see its effect. Like when voltage is there or current is available, then the power is there and the light glows, or the fan works, etc. So that is the difference between mechanical and electrical engineering. Then as computer, in computer there are hardware of the computer as well as the computer various languages one has to see the study. That means there Java is there, C is there, then various other languages one can study. So there are a lot of opportunities available in the field of electrical engineering. In conventional electrical engineering, one may has the electrical contractor, that is that wiring. Wiring may be the usual houses or the commercial building or the industrial wiring, or one may sell the electrical products also, that is the sales kind of business. So that kind of the conventional businesses are available. So one may get the employment also in these areas. that is in various companies one may get employment also, depending on the manufacturing sector. The machines are there, machine manufacturing, or one may get in the like MSc, TCL, that is the distribution and transmission companies or generation companies. So one may get employment in those companies. So one may get employment in the hardware industries as well as software industries as well. So the industries related to IT field, also the electrical engineer can get job after some you may say some training. So maybe the industry also may provide that sort of training, and then the electrical engineer can opt for software, that is the IT kind of field also. Then there are various opportunities of higher studies also. One may go for MBA, that is the business management. So management is a very growing area in which an electrical engineer can opt for his career. So there are MBA courses which are available in India as well as in foreign countries. In India, there are various reputed institute like IIMs. So in Indian Institute of Management, one can get the admission through the entrance examination, or there are various institute at university levels also which may give the MBA degree. Then similarly, the post graduation degrees such as MTech or MS, they are available in India or foreign countries respectively. And then in India, you may get admission for MTech in IITs or NITs or even various local engineering colleges also under various universities. So typically for getting admission at MTech level, there is a GATE examination which one has to qualify. And some local colleges may have their own examination also, which will be displayed on their website. Similarly, if one is getting admission in good colleges, then there is a campus placement which is there. So especially at the third or final year level, various companies will come into college campus for interviewing the students. There may be a written test, and then after that there will be interview, and the company will select the student at the fourth year level only. So one may get a job at its final year level in the college itself. So that sort of opportunities are available, and in various good colleges you will find that almost 95, more than 95% students are getting selected in various companies. So that sort of opportunities are existing. There is a lot of competition, that is true, but one can always go through or get a job in spite of this competition if one take part in the various competitions. Like in many good colleges there are clubs such as robotic or racer car, etc. So one has to participate in those competitions actually. So actually you get an opportunity to work in interdisciplinary area with interdisciplinary students, such as the students working in various branches, like maybe it may be mechanical, electronics, computer, electrical. All the students, they combine and come together for this competition, and then they do their job. So one get the opportunity of mixing in all these interdisciplinary kind of work, and then teamwork also, and then actually completing the work in the stipulated time is very important. So the time frame, then the teamwork, and actually your skill set development, all these things are actually enhanced through these clubs or through these competitions. So one should take part in all these competitions, so that your skill enhancement automatically take place and you are more employable. So that the companies also many times ask that what are your extra curricular activities, that means co-curricular activities, that is in which competitions you are taken part, or what is your project. So while selecting our project also, one has to keep in mind that if the project is a combination of hardware and software both, so that one can have a skill on hardware, like preparation of anything, any circuit board or any such sort of devices or any application, and then the programming of that particular application so that it will work properly. So if you have a mixed kind of project like this, and if you are successful in getting actually that project workable, then that also is a very good point when the companies interview you while selection. In the process of selection, they will ask you that what is your project, what you have done in that project, what you have learned out of that project. So you will be able to answer these questions if you have a very good project of this particular combination. So again it will increase your employability. So as I already told, in India there are courses like MBA or MTech, and for MTech there is a GATE examination for selection, and for MBA also there is a CAT examination, entrance examination, which is there. For the opportunities outside India, that is MS, Master of Science, the opportunity actually one may has to actually one may, that is that graduation itself is sufficient, but you will need the recommendation letters of your professor which have taught you, or which have guided you for the projects. And then typically what the students do is, because the fees are large for these foreign countries, and typically an Indian student the fees are not affordable. So what students do typically is this, they actually work somewhere for 1 or 2 years, they get the job for 1 or 2 years, and then they make the money there, and then that money they will utilize for getting the admission in the engineering colleges in foreign countries. Typically that model they will select. And then after that, after getting admission, one has to, for getting admission, one has to online apply for that various universities, then submit your recommendation letters, then the professors, they will give some ranking to you for various points the universities have suggested, and then through this process one will get the admission. So after getting the admission, one has to go there, and whatever money you have collected, you have to pay for it, and then for the next year fees one can work there, because previously various scholarships were also available in these countries, especially US, etc. But now because of recession there and all these things, lot of scholarships are not available there, but there is a model in which one can work in that university or even outside and earn money, and then that money he can collect, through that money he can collect the fees for the next year. So like that this particular model is adopted by many students, and then they will go for further education and complete their 2 years master's course, MS course. And then after completion of MS course, there are lot of opportunities in foreign countries to get the job therein. So people in India definitely are getting job after completing their MS in foreign countries. So there are challenges in foreign countries, starting from the education. Actually, when they go there for education, the cultural difference is there, then where to live, then where to eat, or all these challenges are there. But typically you will find that if you previously if you are in good college for your undergraduate program, then typically you find that you will have some alumni in the foreign universities of this particular college, and there are some links through your seniors. So typically you will find some seniors in that university in foreign countries, and through that email and chatting, WhatsApp and all, you will have some link with the seniors, so that even the seniors can come to the airport for receiving you when you reach that foreign countries, and then they will take you at their residence till you will find some place to live, and then you have to find your place near to your university and all to stay. Typically 3 or 4 students will have get together and live, so that the payment of fees etc. for that particular place is easy. And typically also there is division of work also, because one cannot afford eating outside there with our rupees and dollar, that particular difference. So that's why what people do is generally that everything they will prepare at home, and then they will have division of work, that one will prepare food, one will wash the utensils and all. So all these things kind of thing, the sharing and caring basis the students are doing in this particular country. And then after this particular MS, they will get easily they will get the job in these particular countries, and they will have work visa also therein. But there are some issues, of course, that unless and until you are continuing to work there, that means unless and until you have the job there, you will not get that kind of work, you will not get permission to stay there. So that is the thing. And if you are have the working visa, then a stamping was needed previously. Now that Narendra Modi in a visit to US in recent few months back, actually that stamping process has been cancelled. That means instead of coming back to India for stamping and waiting in India till you get the stamp, so that kind of process is now avoided, and one can get the stamp on your that passport after staying in US only. So that kind of comfort is now available to our students. And if one wants to come back, actually typically previously 95% people were living there, but nowadays considering of some especially in European countries, there is a recession like Germany or UK, if you consider, there is a recession which is going on, and then because of that few people are thinking of coming back also. So if one want to come back, then one will get the job in India. That is not an issue, because nowadays Indian manufacturing industry is also expanding because of the Make in India, and all the defense products are also manufactured in India. Then there are various products, industries which are coming in India, that foreign investment FDP is coming in India. So out of that various opportunities are there here also, and one can get the jobs easily in India. But if you compare the salaries, the dollar is 80 rupees, means $1 US dollar. So that difference is always there. But actually in US, if you consider the standard of living or the cost of living is also high. That means if you are getting say $4,000 or $5,000 per month, then your cost of living is also around $500 or $1,000 or even more. So then if you just compare it in Indian rupees, if you convert it in Indian rupees, then you may say that it is worth living there as compared to, that means the difference in dollar and rupees. But if you come in India, then the cost of living is also less. If you are getting the salary in rupees maybe, or sometimes some people are there which are there in US, getting the job in US, after coming back to India also they are getting the salary in US dollars. That kind of situation also exists. It is not there that it is not existing. But even if you are getting the job in rupees, then the cost of living in India is means compared to that, if you just find a difference, then it is affordable, you may say. But of course dollar to rupee change is there, so one has to think on it. So thank you for you people. So all the best for your future careers, and I will be very happy if you are getting anything, if you are getting anything out of this particular conversation. So thank you once again, and very best of luck for your future. Thank you.